Yeah, Mike, I know you guys were opportunistic in the third period. You get those two early goals, but obviously the shot counters show that you didn't have the puck a lot. I guess what was different about the third in comparison to the first two when you guys were playing pretty tight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought in the first two we were playing pretty tight, Charlie, like you said. But I didn't like our second period. I think we had one shot, after 10 minutes or something like that. I could be wrong, but I just remember us not having the puck a whole lot. To be honest with you, we put ourselves in a position, where we had to defend the whole time, and you build no momentum, and the other team's feeling good. And I thought things got a little bit better as the period went on. We came out, like you said, we scored two quick goals, and I think that was pretty fortunate, because honestly, if it wasn't for Jonesy, we should have never been in that position. I think we were lucky to get a point tonight, and obviously we have to be better.
Follow up, Charlie.
Yeah, after Thursday's game, you talked about, resiliency, compete level, things like that. I guess, did you see improvements in those areas tonight, or was that still a problem in your eyes?
Well, I think a lot of that stuff, like I think that there was some attempt at it, but I think a lot of that stuff is habits too. And so like you see in the third period when the game's on the line and things are tense, that's when your habits come out. And I thought that's when a lot of our bad habits came out. So obviously, we got to continue to build the right habits here, and continue to show, the benefit of doing the right things, and what happens in the consequences of doing the wrong things. There, the self-inflicted harm that we're doing to ourselves is something that we've got to get out of our system, and something that we've got to prevent here, because obviously you're not going to win hockey games like that, giving up rush opportunities the way that we did, in the third period when the game's on the line at home, to give up 20 shots. We can't be doing that. And so much of that is obviously your play without the puck, but if you're just defending all the time, that's not a good thing. And so doing the right things when you have the puck, executing the right way when you have the puck, obviously allows you to spend time in the offensive zone, and we just didn't do enough of that. They did that to us all night in our building, and that's disappointing. So, tomorrow's a scheduled day off. It was on the schedule that way, and then we'll have a practice, and we'll hopefully be getting some guys back, and that'll be helpful.
Gianna Hahn, you're on with Coach. Go ahead.
Cam York has been playing over 20 minutes a night. What have you seen from him for him to earn those minutes? And what does that say about his readiness to compete at this level?
Well, Gianna, I mean, some of it is obviously we've got a couple of guys that eat up, between 22 to 26 minutes of ice time on the left side out of the lineup right now. Now that said, obviously, guys come in, he's got to perform, and he's got to accept that opportunity, and he's done that. I believe obviously he helped us score a big power play goal here tonight. But I think it's a real hard league, and the toughest thing for young players is just learning that consistency and being ready to compete and perform, at a real high level every night. But he doesn't seem to be shying away from it right now. He looks confident. He's defending, aggressively, assertively, and obviously part of his strength, and a big part of his strength, is his ability to move the puck.
We'll do two more questions. Jordan Haw, you're on with Coach. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike. I know you guys are really shorthanded, but you had two young players out there for overtime. Was that a vote of confidence for those two? And just what did you see on the goal?
I saw on the goal, obviously we win the face-off. We got possession of the puck. We shoot the puck. In hindsight, they're looking at that, and obviously we want to have a shooting mentality, but also when you're in overtime, I think you do have to, have your shot selection a little bit different. So we lose that puck. I'd like to see Yorkie play that 2-on-1 a little bit different, but other than that, I mean, it wasn't certainly nothing that Frosty could have done anything differently. Obviously, that's overtime. You lose the puck, and there's a good chance that it could turn into 2-on-1 against.
Our last question, Bill Meltzer, you're on with Coach. Go ahead.
And Mike, there were a lot of players in the Pittsburgh game who clearly had a lot of room for improvement going into tonight. One of the guys was probably James Van Riemsdyk. So what did it mean to see Reamer step up in terms of getting a bunch of scoring chances, and then the third period getting 2 goals for you?
Yeah, well, you know what, Bill, I like what I like about his his goal, his first goal, is we've got a perfect example on that shift of when we don't do something properly, where we don't support the puck properly, and it turns into a turnover, and it turns into them attacking at us. And then this game is all about puck support. It's all about winning one-on-one battles. So we win a one-on-one battle, and we've got the right puck support, and then we're able to get that scoring chance and that goal that he scored. So that'll be a good teaching moment for the group there. But obviously, you look at their goal scorers tonight. You look at who put the puck in the net for them. The guys who are your big guys need to perform, and so he got a couple big goals for us. That was great. Got us a point. But again, we have to be better. We have to be better than we were tonight if we want to get wins and get points and get better in our game.